Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. I'm Leos Kelvin, and we're going to be doing a mini episode of Tianxa here, I guess. So, over the last few episodes, I've been talking about setting up something with the churches for reforming our religion. And that has been fully my intent. However, I've been running into a mass slew of problems. Finally, I've found a solution around them, but actually kind of scary what these problems are, and I'll be showing them to you. Jesus. Really quite bad, I'm afraid. So, initially we've seen that right now there are no expansion slots in these two provinces, or actually in any province out here, really. There's a few open ones in like China at least, I think, yeah. But there's absolutely none out here, and this is actually particularly interesting because this is the first thing I want to point out. When looking through the save game file, I found that Sukadana has 4 in both the save file and the game, yet they don't actually appear here. Which I found to be kind of interesting. And turned out to be a pretty simple fix, was just that I could make an event to found the temple for it. But this one, Netuna, on the other hand, is really screwed up. Like, I set this thing to have 4 holdings, same as Sukadana, but no matter what, I could never build a temple here. And I just had to set up an event here, this event here, rather than establishing a new barony, just upgrades Netuna to a temple. Entered goal, which is roughly the construction cost of these holdings anyway, will be the cost of the event. And it's terrifying because of just how badly this is for engineers. Like, Tianxa is pushing the bounds of what the CK engine can do, apparently, because it just won't accept any more holdings in some provinces, despite the game code saying there should be. As far as I can tell, anyway, unless the county of Sukadana is actually switched with another one. I mean, it's possible, but at which point to say screw the mod maker, but I'm doubtful of that. Netuna was an interesting fight, though, with this. Like, just creating the temple would just, if I mess over here, it would be like, establish the barony of ... This would not establish it, no matter what. I went in the files, actually just manually put the damn thing in, and it still just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know, it just ceased to exist. Like, it wasn't even an unlanded title, or, you know, or not an unlanded title, like one of those, what do you call titles that aren't de jure? Titular. Yes, a titular title that just didn't exist, which is really concerning. Because if you put in an invalid location or something, it just becomes titular. But nonetheless, it took me many episodes to get this far, but I got this far. And I can create a new vassal for a priest there. Now, there's one great thing that's still incorrect about this. The holy site of Netuna is lacking a temple holding. I have to unpause for a day here. Save the game again. You can tell I've been doing a hell of a lot of work here. And trying to figure out how to make this work. But I finally managed to get it. There we go. And now I have to reload this game to make this temple a proper holding. Because holy heck. So we're going to actually have to resign here. Oh, there we go. I was wondering if the game was crashing there. Load the game again. Continue, so we can skip through the map. And ta freaking da. We have proper moral authority, and most of our holy sites are now actually built. Except Belatung, but we don't own that, so we'll solve that later. Belatung is complicated. It has its own unique issue like Netuna I haven't solved yet. But the good news is we can actually reform the Caringian faith finally. The Caringian Reformation. The ancient Caringian religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. More like the wheel and the... No, really, actually the Buddhist wheel is the only religion we've run into, isn't it? And whatever the hell that symbol's called, I guess. Hinduism as well. So yeah. And abandoning the old ways, Maharaja Astosman of Borneo, the most powerful priests, have decided to reform the Karingian faith, with codified rites, a holy scripture, and a strict church hierarchy under a single leader. They hope the reformed Karingian faith is better armed to fight back against the weak and effeminate foreign beliefs. For the Lord. So, do you join us? You did. Good. Right. Opinion. Evil tyrant. Right. Sure. But, that said, huzzah for us. We have a proper religion. Took us forever, but we did get one. This actually might be a lot more helpful than I realized, because, yes, we actually have holy wars now. Looks like we might finally be able to get some stuff done around here. Proper expansion going. Oh my lord. Okay. Interesting. So we can holy war for that as well. Melanesian beliefs. Ryukin pagan. Although I think I was under the Japanese Empire, so I'm less concerned about it. But the unlocking of holy wars will be an important step here. We've got a long way still to go, but, you know, we're getting up there. Because we have now 50 holdings in our country. The Three Returning Empire, as is, currently has about 120, give or take. So we're already closing in on halfway caught up to them. Which, yeah, considering we started with one county, we're making good progress. And now that we have a proper reformed religion, and at least some fewer things are bugged, but God knows what horrid things this is unleashing, we are now prepared to continue. So, like I said, this is just going to be a little mini episode showing what I did and the horrors that is the Tianxa mod. Because I think the Crusader Kings engine is starting to have a stroke when it loads this. So, thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.